Hi guys, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is something called 1-point perspective. So perspective is creating that illusion of things going off into the distance. 1-point perspective is you have a vanishing point. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. So what you do need to do to start with a 1-point perspective, you need either horizon line or a point on your paper. So we're going to make this a little bit easier to start, and we're going to do a horizon line and then choose a vanishing point. So let me show you what I mean. So we're going to draw a horizon line, so it could be anywhere on your paper. I can make my horizon line all the way down here, I can make it all the way up here. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to kind of do mine kind of in the middle right there. And again, the horizon line is where the sky, so everything up here, the sky meets the ground. So the ground is below this line. So everything from the line and below is the ground, and everything from the line above is the sky. So we're going to make a vanishing point. So I'm going to choose a point on this line where everything is going to kind of disappear from my eye. So I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to choose right there. Okay, and this is, I'm going to make that point just so I can kind of remember where I chose. Now the easiest way to kind of visually see this is to make some kind of a road or a path, and we're going to make it all disappear to this vanishing point. Alright, so I'm going to start down here in this corner, and I'm going to make a road. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to go straight up to my vanishing point. It doesn't have to be a straight line, but it does help if we're just learning how to do this. Okay, so there's a vanishing point. Now I'm going to start in my other corner right down here, and I'm going to take this line to my vanishing point. This is where the end of the road is disappearing. I can't see past that point. That's why it's called a vanishing point. Okay, so again, this is my horizon line. Everything above is the sky, everything below is the ground, and I'm going to have a vanishing point where my eye can no longer see that far away. So once you have your road or your path, you have to kind of follow some rules of illusion or perspective, okay? And what this means is everything that is far away looks very small, and it's moving up your paper. So the further you go up your paper towards the horizon line, the smaller things are, and as they get closer to you or as they move down the paper, the larger they get. And we're going to kind of play around with that a little bit. So I'm going to draw some trees so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So as things move up, so if it's really, really far away and it's very close to my horizon line, it's going to be really small. So I'm going to draw a little tree all the way back here, okay? And I'm going to make a little fluffy tree, kind of cheesy little cartoon tree. Okay, so that one is small. It's very close to my horizon line. It's very far away. So if it's getting closer to me, it's going to be bigger than this one, right? So let's say I've got a tree that's over here. It's further down on my paper, and it's going to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make this the same kind of tree. I'm going to make it a fluffy kind of tree. Oh, I got to get rid of that, don't I? Because my tree is not see-through. There we go. But you can see that it's getting bigger. Right? Now, if it is like right next to me and it's really, really close, it's going to be down near the bottom of the paper, and it's going to be really big. So let's say I have my tree over here and it's really, really big. So there is the bottom of my tree, and I'm going to make it a big fluffy tree. It goes up to the top of the paper. It's huge. All right, I got to get rid of that line because otherwise it looks like I can see through my tree. All right, so you can kind of see things that are far away. They're further up the paper. They're small. As they get closer, more of a medium size, right? And if they're really, really close, they're super big. So for example, if I'm going to do this is a road, and I've got those lines that go down the middle of the road. if they're all the way up here, I can't even see those, right? They're really tiny. And as they get closer, they're going to get longer and bigger. Let's see if I can do this. Sometimes I mess this up. And it's going to get longer and bigger. You can kind of see how as it goes out in the distance, it disappears. All right. But you could do something really cool above your horizon line. Let's say you wanted to do mountains or anything like that, but they could be really, really far away. So it's technically not the sky, right? But let's say they're off in the distance. Oh, it's going. My road's going in between that mountain, right? And then I could do snow on the top, you know, something cutesy. And you can color this in. Now there's a couple of the rules with color. I just want you guys to work on drawing for now. Just to kind of show you how weird it would be if I took a really small tree and I made it really close. I'm going to show you how weird that would look. So let's say I have this size tree and it's all the way down here. It doesn't really look like a very big tree anymore, does it? It looks like a teeny little shrub or something. So you can see why, in order to create that illusion, the closer you get to that horizon line, the smaller it has to be to make it look like it's going off into the distance. Alright guys, I hope you guys have some fun practicing this. This doesn't have to be trees, it doesn't have to be mountains, it doesn't have to be anything like that, but you do need to have some kind. I want you guys just to start with this. You don't later on when we're working with perspective, you won't have to do this road, but if you're going to have a vanishing point, so you have horizon line, vanishing point, make the road. Start with that. And then everything else is entirely up to you on what you create. Just going to have to follow the rules with size and placement. Alright, I hope you guys have some fun with this. I know that I enjoy messing around with perspective and making things look like they're going off to the distance. And I'll see you next time.